welcome back to Silverrun Forest for episode 23, I think we're on now. And it is November, and it's just coming up 8 o'clock in the morning. And as you can see here, our oat field is ready to harvest. Fantastic, so we are going to crack on with that in a minute here. But the first thing we are going to do is sell this little house. Oh yes, so let me pop into build mode here, and we shall stare longingly at it as I click the button and sell it for a whopping $477. Nice. That might just about cover a little bit of the groundwork we've done somewhere else around the farm. But yeah, so I shall get the combine out of the shed up here and start, I was going to say start mowing on this field, but mowing is not what we are going to be doing. We are going to be harvesting it. But yes, so we've done a little bit of work between last episode and this episode. I hope this is going to be kicking out straw. Please be, there we go, lovely. Just wanted to make sure before we got too far into the field, just in case. But yes, so what have we been up to? Well, as you saw last time, we were working on the field on the side of the hill. We got that finished and, let's see, cultivated? No, stone picked, that's what we did. We ploughed it and then we stone picked it. We got all that finished, and we also threw a coat of lime on it as well. But we haven't seeded it yet, predominantly because this field was due to be ready. So I figured rather than having them slightly off kilter, we could at least do them both in the same month and have them sort of come up again at roughly the same time. Now I'm hoping we may be able to get a hold of that. Oh hello! Suddenly a massive dump of straw there. Yes, I'm hoping what we are going to be able to do is get that new harvester come the what do you call it? Oh crumbs, going over the edge there. Stop, reverse. Yeah, come the new year, I'm hoping we can do something to get a hold of that rather expensive hillside harvester that we were looking at a couple of episodes back, or possibly even the last episode. I think it's called the Laverda. But yes, so that is something that we'll be looking at sort of later on. But right now we are cutting this lovely oat field down, and this is basically going to be a crop to sell, I think. I don't think there's any reason for us to keep the oats specifically. Did I get the end of that? I did, okay, that was just grass. And I've managed to find a tree. Now I've thought perhaps about maybe lengthening this field just a little bit. I haven't 100% decided yay or nay on that yet. It wouldn't be too terribly much, just a few trees off down that way a little bit. But we shall see. We'll have a look at it. We'll be able to see a bit better once the field's actually harvested. Oh crikey, there's a cultivator in the weeds there. But yes, so what else have we been up to? Well, besides working on that other field, we also did a little bit of a thing. Now, you may remember we had that manure storage plate area thing that I'd built, foolishly thinking the cows would be giving us manure, not remembering that it was actually a pasture type cow pen, so we weren't going to be getting any manure from them. So what we've done is we've sold that, and in its place we have purchased ourselves a silage maker. Now that's not necessarily going to be for making TMR in the future, but we might. It depends on what comes up in the sales mostly, because getting a TMR mixer is going to be quite a spendy thing. They are upwards of 25 grand, I think, depending on what kind you get. But yeah, so we're not massively geared up to do that at the moment. We've got hay for the cows, so that's not a bad thing. But we bought this silage maker because I was trying to figure out what to do with this straw, because we're going to be getting straw from this crop obviously, and from wheat, which we'll put in at some point to or barley for the chickens. Oh crumbs, well let's go back this way since I've fluffed it there. And I missed a tiny bit there as well. Lovely. But yes, we're going to get extra straw, and we don't really have much use for straw. Like I say, we're not doing the TMR particularly at the moment, so we're not using it for that. And we can't get manure, we can't put it into the cow pen for manure, so we'd have all this straw left over. Now, then I did have a tiny potential plan of maybe just chopping the straw as a fertilizer instead, so I had looked into doing that, and that may be an option at some point, but I decided ultimately, as a secondary income stream, and that's why our money has gone down obviously, that it might be a good idea to get the silage maker, because it will use grass, and obviously grass, that's one of the main things. But it will use grass, hay, I think it's hay, grass, hay, chaff, and straw. That's right, straw. And yeah, it will make silage out of that, and it's pretty much 1-to-1 ratio on each of those crops. But we'll have a look at it in a little bit once we've got this little field finished. But yeah, essentially the idea is to produce ourselves a bunch of silage and sell it on as another sort of cash crop of sorts. Now, we're not going to get a massive amount for it. I don't think it's worth a huge deal on this map at the moment. But we'll come and look at all that in a little bit, and we'll see exactly what's going on with it. But yeah, essentially it's sort of a double whammy, as it were, because obviously we can use it for the straw. We're not going to need a huge amount of grass and hay for the cows and sheep. We've already got some grass bales and hay bales made up that should last us quite a while for both of them. So, you know, I'm thinking obviously we can make use of the straw, get that turned into something a little bit more valuable. And on the off chance we get a TMR mixer, then we'll have silage prepared for that, or at least the ability to make silage for that. And we can also throw in some of the extra grass, like every alternate cut of grass we can plonk in it as well, and that would keep a little bit of money rolling in. And yeah, I think overall it was going to be a good investment for the farm. Now, it did cost us a little bit over 15 grand to get all set up, which isn't terrible, I don't think. You know, I'm not displeased with that amount. I think that was a fair amount, and it fits in with the rest of the buildings we've got here at the moment. Not that you can really see them because I've got the camera stuck in a tree half the time, but hey ho. Okay, so let's see, how much of this field do we have left to do? We're almost done with this. So yeah, I'll get this done here now. Get this finished off quick, this last little bit, and I'll meet you down at the what am I trying to say? The silage fermenting silo thing. Once we're done with the tractor and the old forage wagon that we've got to pick up from down there anyway. So yeah, we'll see you back down there in a little bit, and I'll just show you what we've put in and where we've put it, and then we shall carry on and come back up here and obviously collect all this and shove it in there. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Alrighty, that is that field all finished up and harvested. We got just under 6,000 litres of oats. Now, it's ironically roughly at its top price. We have a quick check while I think about it. Oats, yeah, we got 5,700 litres, and it's at currently 1,027, and we'll top out next month around about 1,152. give or take a bit. But I think we are probably not going to do anything with the oats. We may hang on to it for a bit in case we do another harvest and then do it all together, or we may just run it down to the store and sell it. I haven't quite decided on that yet. But since we are here, silage, there we go. The top price is $3.42 and it's currently at $3.24. I had to think about that for a second. I thought I got all my numbers confused. But yes, $3.42 is the top price in December, hopefully. So that's not too bad. And we've also got a bunch of wood chips that we're getting ready to sell in sort of January, February time. We may do a few more of the old deadwood contracts. We'll see how it goes with that. But we've also got some whatsits to sell next year, probably. Not furniture, planks. Yeah, the top price for planks is going to be in June next year, which is hopefully around about the time we're ready to harvest. Well, we'll have to see about that. But, yeah, like I say, we could get that as a rental maybe. But let us carry on down here and turn to our left at the bottom of our little hill. And I'll go to the outside view. There it is, you can see it. This lovely silo in the trees. That is our new fermenting silo. It fits in with the grain silo that we've got up on top of the hill there, obviously. And it's all part of the same pack there. So let's grab that. I need to get that back up the hill in just a second. And since we're here, we'll hop out here and have a quick look at the functions on this jobby. So yeah, we can do grass silage, hay silage, chaff silage, or straw silage. That's the important one. And that is, all three of them, as you can see there, are a 1-to-1 ratio, so 1,000 in, 1,000 out, which is not bad. And I have a feeling, actually, I'm just going to run down the hill quick, I think our grass field might actually be ready to mow again, which will be fantastic, because we've got, we'll look at them on the way back. Yeah, we've got them full on food and water at the moment, both the cows and the sheep. But we've got a fair few bales of hay and grass sitting over there. So what we might be able to do, yeah, this is all ready for cutting again. Turn that on so we can have a proper look at it. Oh yeah, it's a nice lush green. Quite tall indeed. So yeah, we can get another cut on that. And turn the light off, turn the torch, run back through the bushes up to the thing. But yeah, so we could get another cut on that potentially. And bung that in the fermenting silo as well to get us a little bit more on the old silage going. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Now, like I say, this costs about 15,000 plus a little bit of groundwork money to place. And with silage selling at, let's even it out at 300 per 1,000, we're going to have to do a fair few litres. I think I worked it out as 50,000 litres of silage maybe would pay it off. But you've got to think when it comes to grass and straw, we do get quite a lot from it, just from simple crops like this. Obviously this isn't a massive field, so I'm hoping we get maybe 15,000 litres, maybe. Now I could just hop right up there and start, but I think we'll go around to the beginning. Back in the cab here, see a little bit better what we're doing with all the trees. But yeah, I'll have to sell the old Portaloo there as well. Get that sold, and oh yeah, you'll have to see the new house in a little bit too once we got our work done, because you haven't seen that yet, and it is all finished and ready to be shown off. But you know, work comes first, obviously. So let's see, how are we going? Now I could have put silage treatment in this. I don't know if it's going to make a difference with the straw. I don't think it does, but we are going to have to run down to the shop at some point today because we're going to need some more seed. But what I might do is grab a jug of silage treatment as well for this thing. That way, when we cut that grass, we should hopefully get a little bit extra out of that, which would mean, again, more silage. Oh, I missed a bit. Well, that was rude. That's right, I remember missing that bit now that I've seen that I missed it. I never came back and got it. What a plum. It's probably about like 1 litre of oats, so I'm not massively heartbroken about it. But yeah, you can see sort of down here, this field. We might extend it just a little way down that hillside a bit before it gets too steep. You know, that's potentially an option. Once we've got it properly cleaned up here, maybe reploughed, then we'll get a better look of what we can actually do there. It would be nice if this was a slightly bigger field, get a little bit more crop out of it, but you know, we'll see. Because we will obviously have to pay for soil sampling and all the other fun stuff that goes along with that as well, which will be added costs. And that's not too bad of a thing though, because if we do actually, it'll pay for itself, won't it? What am I talking about? Because we'll get the trees off of there that we can turn into planks and or wood chip. And yeah, we'll be sorted. That'll be no problem at all. So yeah, we'll have a think about that. That's not a project we'd be undertaking today anyway. So that's good. Oh, hello. I was thinking it might take a couple of harvests to get this thing repaid, or paid off rather, from the silage, but we're actually getting quite a lot of straw from this. See, this is why it was a good investment. Because we're already nearly full, and we've only only scooped up 1 headland's worth, or well, 1.5 headlands worth. So we might get, yep, there we go. Okay, well then, I reckon we might actually be able to get about 30,000 litres off of this thing. That would be interesting. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we might have to level that off at some point, or just sort of smooth it down a bit. Oh god, I scraped the weight just a tiny bit coming off of there. But yeah, no, that's not bad at all. 18,000 litres, okay. Well, that will translate into silage, obviously, into 18,700 litres of silage, which 18 times 3... 300. 18 times 300. Well, that'll be a fair amount. 3,000, 6,000, maybe about $7,000-8,000 worth. I don't know, it's too early to do maths for me. But let's get this in here and get it going, because that is good. There we go. Unload that into the old hopper there. That's sucking it straight back up in. And let's pop in here and start the old straw going. Smashing. So that's, yep, there we go. We've got 5 litres of silage in storage already. It is processing nicely. Fantastic. Okay, well, we'll let that chug along and let's go back up the hill and get the next load. Now, I won't put you through the thing of me doing that again, because we've just watched me do half the field. In fact, we've gone around it, yeah, quite a bit between this and the harvester. So I'll get that done quick, and we'll come back down here and bring you back in once we've got the final load of straw off of that field, so we can see where we are at with everything. Alright, well that worked out quite well indeed. We got almost 2 full loads off of that field. As you can see in the bottom right corner there, we got 18,181 litres. which is not half bad. So that is almost 2 full forage wagon things worth, which is pretty epic. So let's see here, that's going to go up to, yeah, we've got 1,000 litres processed already, that's not bad. So, yeah, is it still? No, it stopped going in. Okay, so we've got 35,000 litres. Oh yeah, we got just over 36,000, or just under 37,000 litres in total. That's not bad after just that one grass field. Okay, let's have a quick look at the sales, because there's a few things we are thinking about getting now. Okay, well, there's nothing much there. Let's have a look in here, because I was thinking of a windrower, possibly, if there's a cheap one. Windrowers, I've gone right past them. There they are. Because obviously with the change in mowers we don't have the wider swathing business going on at the minute. That's an interesting one. I think that's a front mounted one, but it pulls it all off to the side, which is no help for us. However, I think we've got a front mounted one down here somewhere. Yeah, there's that little Samaz, something like that. There is that one, which is not bad. That would be 15 grand though, and we don't massively need that. What do we have in the trailed range? Again, 15 for that one. A little cheap thing, maybe like that crone. Yeah, that's only 9 grand. Is there anything else? Don't need a big Vermeer. No, we don't have a lot of... oh, here we go. A little 6 grand one. Yeah. Are we really going to need a tedder, though? That's the thing. Oh, not a tedder. We've got a tedder. Yeah, basically what I was thinking was a little something to maybe make it easier for forage wagoning up, but I think because we're not using it too terribly often, yeah, we are doing it this time for the grass. I'll just drive up the hill here. Am I going to make that? Oh, just barely. Forced it around here a little bit, but that's fine. We didn't knock the shed over, so can't complain there. Okay, but yeah, if we just turn that off for a minute, as you can see, we've got 6, 8, 10 grass bales. Yeah, I think these are... oh no, those are the hay bales. We've got 10 hay bales there, plus, let's see, 6, 7 sheep bales, grass bales, which we can lob into the sheep at any time. So we can just throw these into the sheep, and the hay is specifically for the cows, but the sheep will take it as well if needed. But they're doing fairly well for the old food and water at the minute. Let's have a check on them. Animals. Let's see, we got 13 sheep now. Fantastic. Did one of them reproduce, or is that how many there's supposed to be? I can't remember. That was probably one trailer load. It's been so long. But yeah, they are down, coming up on halfway actually on the food. That's interesting. But yeah, I think we'll probably be good to cut that field and make it. What do you call it? Yeah, more cracky. We will have to give them some hay soon. They are a little bit shorter on food. Well, I suppose they've got 14,000 litres of food in there between them, so it's not too terribly bad. So, yes, next project, we'll leave the tractor there. Let's head over here, grab the pickup truck. And where did I leave the pickup truck? Yeah, we've got that Elo tedder slash rower. And where did I put the mower? I've got all this kit floating around, I don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is, that's the mower. Yeah. So maybe we'll ponder that, the windrower issue. But, well, I tell you what, since we're here, the pickup truck's just down there, I've remembered. Let's go up and have a look at our new house. We come up the nice gravelly path. You can see it hoving into view there. This is our fantastic looking house. Oh yes, is that not glorious? And we've got a little bit of a fence here and a decorative rock and another decorative rock, a bit of paving slabs laid down, and this lovely gazebo slash fire pit. I would say community area, but it's not a community area. It's an outside cooking area. We could have parties and stuff, invite friends over, all that fun stuff. We've got this lovely view over the tops of I think there's a road down there, but a fairly nice view of trees and stuff. And if we hop over the fence, if we go through the house, welcome to my fantastic house. Oh yes. There's a lovely bathroom with a wardrobe feature. I think there's a little office computer up here for when we get tired of farming, all that fun stuff. And we've got a bridge in the living room. What in the hell is that doing there? Well then, we've got that sorted. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. That's a little bit of firewood for the fireplace. Fantastic. I don't know if we can... Oh, we can turn that on. Oh, that's going to be lovely in the winter time. Nice warm fire. Yes. But the previously encroaching bridge has now disappeared. But the reason that was there, if we head outside, is what we actually were supposed to have is this little deck. Yes, it's got a little bit of tree brush on it from the trees and all the work and stuff, but we've got this little stagnant pond, I guess, out the back here that we can sit next to and just watch. Maybe put some fish in there at some point, do a little bit of recreational fishing, or just sit out here, read a book, enjoy life, have a little barbecue, probably get a chessboard out here or something, who knows. But yes, this is our fantastic new house and living situation. Took a little bit to get put up, obviously. Nudge, wink. Oh, there's a chessboard. I knew there was one around here somewhere. But yeah, so that is our fantastic new house. I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. Hopefully the bridge will stay outside the house now. And, oh, there's that little firewood chopping thing. Got a little picnic table out the back here. All sorts of lovely stuff. So, yes, now what we were going to do before that debacle happened and suddenly it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we are going to go and get the pickup truck, which is loaded, as you can see. We've got a couple of sign things we're going to take and just drop off at the store now. I don't think we need those emergency barricades anymore. So, yeah, we're going to run down to the store, pick up some seed and some of that silage enhancer fluid. Oh, crikey, that was lucky. That was well lucky. Yep, oh, there's our wood places doing their thing. Got lots of lovely wooden planks and I almost got hit by that barrier. Crumbs. Yes, wood, pallets, planks, chips, all that stuff. Yep, so we're going to go buy a couple of bags of seed, sell these little barriers, get a canister of silage mix for the forage wagon, and I'll see you back up at the farm in a little bit. Alrighty, we are back once again. Now, as you can see, it is November 2, the second week in November. The trip to the shop took a little bit longer than I'd anticipated. Yes, I may have accidentally spent a lot of time looking at stuff that I didn't really need to look at, and it got really late, so I figured we'd just cut our losses and call it a night, and then come back here in the second week of November and have a crack at mowing our grass field. Yes, because we can plonk that straight into the old silage duffer, the new tower of silage. What's it called? Fermenting. It's not a turret. Silo. Fermenting silo. That's what it is. I can't even remember what the blooming thing's called. That's hilarious. So we got our field finished. I think we saw that last time. It's been a day or two since I've been recording, so my memory's not the best. But yeah, we've got the old silage on the go there. All the straw is well, it's not all processed yet. It's fairly well processed actually. It's gone through it pretty quick because we are on 4-day months, so I'm not sure if it does it all, sort of 1 month per game day or quite how it does it all. But let's have a quick look and see what it's at down here. No, this one. There we go. Yeah, so we've got 7,500 litres left, and we've already got 29,000 litres in storage. That is very nice indeed. And the planks are still planking away. That is good as well. So let us continue with the old mowing. Get as much of this mown as we can. It is quite early still, so we should be able to get this done fairly quick. And I'm still pondering what we're going to put in the 2 fields that we've got now. So obviously the bigger one down at the bottom, we probably want to put a cash crop of some sort in. But the question there is, what kind of cash crop? Because we've got this silage maker now, so something that does straw would be good. But we could also put something like soybeans or sorghum or canola, maybe something like that in it, and see what that does. It all depends on. I don't know that we're going to be making a lot of money off the crops themselves in that sense. I mean, we'll make some, obviously, but we'll get a good $6,000 off of that little oat harvest up at the top there. But, oh yeah, this is looking nice. I'm hoping we're going to get a lot of grass out of this that we can just do into silage. Well, let's have a quick look at the old prices then on the rest of the stuff too, which is up here. Now, the oats, where's oat? There's oats. Got just under 6,000 litres of them, and they will be 1,100 next month. So, yeah, we get about close to $6,000 just from selling the oats. Barley is 600, wheat is 600. Yeah, wheat is same sort of time. All the crops seem to sell at the same time. Canola is November. Of course, we won't get as much for. Wow, okay. Canola and oats sell for almost the same amount. That's crazy. Sorghum is less, obviously. Sunflowers we need a different header for. Soybeans. Now that is some good money. We could put in a thing of them. Maybe we ought to do that on the big field down at the bottom. Again, it's one of those crops where we're not going to get a massive yield from it because it's soybean, and that's sort of the trade-off. But maybe that will be worth doing. We can put barley in up at the top as a bit of chicken feed, get some going up there, get a bit more straw off of that, and a couple of cuts of grass. We'll put this cut of grass in straight into the silo, and then probably the next cut in a couple of months will turn into hay for the old sheeps and the cows. Now obviously they will both eat grass, but we do want to keep the cows on hay at the very least. So luckily we've still got plenty of bales left, so that should not be a problem. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with this, and once we are done and got some loaded, I think we'll pop back in. You might see me doing a little bit of the loading, picking up and getting it all. You know, I probably should start at the top of the field, shouldn't I, really? That might make things a little easier. But it's looking quite nice. I am liking this mower. Yeah, as much as I did enjoy the old swathing mower thing that we had before, it just wasn't really up to the crazy task of this hillside. This little John Deere rear-mounted side mower is definitely getting the job done quite nicely for us. So yes, I am well pleased with that. But yeah, so I shall carry on with this, and then we'll figure out exactly what we're going to do in the long run. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll do a sort of a mini headland, I suppose you could say. In fact, we might just do 2 of those, because that will make it slightly easier. But yes, I'm faffing, so I'm going to get this done, and we'll come back once we are on the collecting stage of it. Well then, I may have accidentally misrecorded something and not got some of what we were doing, and completely lost a large portion of me talking into the wind. We shall see in editing on this one. But yes, this is not quite a full 4th load of grass, and we do actually have an entire 4th load. But basically what I did, I got to the end of a row and there was 1 row left and we're almost full, so I'm like, yeah, let's just come back and empty that out instead of getting about like 5-10 yards into that last row and then having to turn right back around anyway. So we'll quickly run down and grab that and then have a look at the total. But yes, just in case I didn't record what I thought I'd recorded, and in fact just recorded a bunch of fluff and me grumbling to myself. What I was saying was, looking at the amount of grass that we've got off this, we're going to put soybeans in the hillside field and barley up on the top field, and we're also going to expand that top field, and that is what we are going to do at the end of this. We're just going to pick up this last couple of thousand litres, and it looks like it's going to be, what, 3,500, something like that? Maybe 3,000. But hey. Well, not hay, grass, in fact. Oh yeah, just about 3,000 litres. That's not bad. That's 4 full loads, that's 40,000 plus another 32,000. Wow, that's like 70,000 odd litres of grass in total. That's not half bad, considering that field wasn't fully fertilised as best as it could be. That is not half bad at all. Cool, yeah, I'm pleased with that. Let's dump the last of this in and have a quick look. There we go. So we've got, it's going to be about 76,500, and it's already processed some of that as well, because we did start that running. Well, when I thought I wasn't recording, I may have been recording. That was when I'd started it, but we'll see how that all went. So let me get this little thing just deposited back here. hopefully I can spin it around. That'll do. Good enough for government work. Not that we're doing government work, but you know. So let's hop it up to the field up at the top of the hill where the repair box is. Hey, got the back wheel up and then ran into some stones. Now this tractor does seem to have a very active suspension on it. And it will cock a wheel up in the air at the drop of a hat. There we go. Yeah, we may have to get bigger guardrails up here. But yes, so what I'm thinking of doing is actually bringing this field quite a little way down there and levelling some of this, or smoothing some of this off a bit, so it's not quite as high. And probably smoothing off this little bit here as well. But yeah, let's just drive across the field now. So our little repair box is in there behind the thing. So let's just turn that off for now. Nice and quiet again. But yeah, we are going to whip out our spray paint can. And I have to remember how to... Nope, that's the wrong button entirely. That's tabbing. That's a chainsaw. Okay, how do we do this? Oh, let's just pop the help window on and find out. Change marker. There we go. Okay, so we are going to put a dirty great big X on all the trees that we want to get rid of. So, this is going to be one of them. Too far away. There we go. Big X on there. Now, I think what we are going to do is probably go over this way more so, because there's a bit of a steep drop just there. So if we kind of head down this way... Oops, I have to remember I've got to get close to them. So we'll do that one there. Yeah, and then if we sort of head down this way, we'll definitely have to get rid of some of these bushes and shrubs and stuff. Again with a not getting close enough thing. And we could come... Oh, do we want to come down this far? Because this I think is that... Yes, that's where our house is down there. Hey. So we're not going to come too far down here because we don't want to hit the rock, I guess is what that is. Yeah, top of the cliff rock area thing. But I think what we will do is tag this one. And this one. There we go. Get close to it. And did we tag? We did tag that one. Okay, lovely. So we're coming down to there, and then we're going to cut along this way. Yeah, we marked that one. Oh, and we marked that one as well. Lovely. So yeah, we'll come along this way. We'll mark this one. There we go. I'll get it eventually. Or maybe I just won't. So we got that one. Yeah, we can see the house there. So we'll leave some of these trees up here. But this one can go. Ponderosa, deadwood. Gotta get close to it. That one will go in the wood chipper. And that one. And no, did I not get that one? That one, there we go. And this deadwood as well, again in the chipper. And let's see how close we're getting to... Oh no, we've still got quite a way. Yeah, it's surprising how much extra field I think we'll be able to get out of this. And obviously we will give it a bit of a smooth down as well, so it's not quite as bumpy and lumpy in places. But, yeah, so I am going to continue marking all these trees. And we'll find out... yeah, we've still got a fair way to go. Yeah, we could probably level a fair bit of this down. I think this was the last tree I'd marked. Well, we're going to need that one. So yeah, basically, oh there we go, what's that one? Yeah, we don't want to come down too far there because of that. And then, yeah, if we come directly over this way, is that a deadwood? That's a lodgepole. We'll mark that. And that's the deadwood. Yes, I mean we could even extend this all the way down here as well, because this actually is fairly smooth, not too steep. And then that actually brings us out down at the bottom here near the thing. Oh, that'd be a really interesting shaped field. Yeah, this is here we are, the back of our little what's it? Yeah. See, we could do all this up here. Now, I don't know if we want to come too close to that, obviously, but we shall see. So yeah, I'm going to mark out a few more of these trees, figure out where we're going to do, and next time we will be cutting some of these down. If not, already have some cut down, depending on... Ooh, fall off there. Depending, on how far we're going to go, we will see where we are next time, I think. But yes, if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then do please give us a like, and hit the old subscribe button there too if you have not already. And comments are always welcomed, and if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And on that note, I shall bid you all farewell. And I hope we will see you next time as we continue on with our hillside forestry endeavour. Cheerio, everyone.